Hello students, this is our 10th lecture of lesson number 2, that is mechanical properties of fluids. I am Kirti Patil from SR Patil Junior College, Akola. In this lecture we will discuss about capillary tube and capillarity. A tube having a very fine bore near about 1 mm and open at both ends is called a capillary tube. If one end of capillary tube is dipped in a liquid which partially or completely wets the surface of the capillary, that is like water in glass, the level of liquid in the capillary rises. On the other hand, if the capillary tube is dipped in a liquid which does not wet its surface, like mercury in glass, the level of liquid in the capillary drops. That means the phenomenon of rises or fall of a liquid inside a capillary tube when it is dipped in the liquid is called capillarity. Capillarity is in action when, or that are the applications of capillarity, that are oil rises up the wick of lamp, cloth rag suck water, water rises up the crevices in rocks, sap and water rise up to the topmost leaves in a tree, blotting paper absorb ink. That all are the application of capillary. Then here we will discuss explain the fall of liquid level in case of mercury in glass capillary, or explain the fall of liquid in the capillary on the basis of pressure difference. Here at first we have to discuss about the capillary on the basis of pressure difference. Here we have considered a capillary tube dipped in a liquid which does not wet the surface, that is mercury. The shape of mercury meniscus in the capillary is upper convex. Let us consider here 4 points that are shown in the figure, and we have considered here 4 points. That is, point A is just above the convex surface inside the capillary. B is just below the convex surface inside the capillary, and C is just above the plane surface outside the capillary, and D is just below the plane surface outside the capillary, and is at the same horizontal levels as that of B. Here we have seen that the diagram of capillary in mercury before drop in level. Here we have considered also PA, PB, PC and PD be the values of pressure at point A, B, C and D respectively. Since the pressure on the concave side is always greater than that of convex side, understand this thing. Pressure on concave side is always greater than convex side. That means we can say that PB is greater than PA. As the point A and C are at the same level, the pressure at both these points is the same, and it is atmospheric pressure, that is PA is equal to PC. Between the point C and D, the surface is plane. Therefore, we can say that PC is equal to PD is equal to PA. That is, therefore, we can say that PB is greater than also PD. But the points B and D are at the same horizontal level. B and D are at the same horizontal level. Thus, in order to maintain the same pressure, the mercury in the capillary rushes out of the capillary. Because of this, there is a drop in the level of mercury inside the capillary, like this. That is the diagram for capillary in mercury drop in level. Then next, here we will discuss here obtain an expression for the rise and fall of liquid in a capillary tube using pressure difference, है ना. See here carefully. The pressure due to liquid column of height h must be equal to pressure difference twice T by R due to concavity. That is h rho g is equals to twice T by R, where rho is the density of liquid and g is the acceleration due to gravity. Let r be the radius of capillary tube and theta be the angle of contact of liquid, and as shown in this figure, like this, that figure for force acting at the point of contact. Then radius of curvature r of the meniscus is given by r is equals to r upon cos theta, and from diagram we can say that r is equals to r upon cos theta. H, therefore h rho g is equals to twice t cos theta upon r, and we have getting equation h is equals to twice t cos theta upon r rho g. This is the required expression for the capillary rise or fall for a liquid. If the capillary tube is held vertical in a liquid that has a convex meniscus, then the angle of contact theta is obtuse. Therefore, cos theta is negative and so is h. This means that liquid will suffer capillary fall or depression. Then next here we will discuss expression, that is obtain an expression for rise of fall of liquid in capillary tube using force method. This equation is important for board examination. I know this question is always asked for 3 marks. At first here we have considered diagram. When glass capillary tube is dipped, you have seen that in the diagram, है ना? Capillary glass tube is dipped into a liquid, then the liquid rises in the capillary against gravity. है ना, तुम्हाला डायग्राम मध्ये दिसतंय की आपण एक कॅपिलरी ट्यूब जी आहे ती ग्लास कॅपिलरी ट्यूब लिक्विड मध्ये हेल्ड केलेलं आहे, त्याच्यामुळे ते जे लिक्विड आहे ते त्या ट्यूब मध्ये आत जाऊन ती लेव्हल जी आहे लिक्विडची ती पॉट मधल्या लेव्हलपेक्षा कॅपिलरी ट्यूब मधली लेव्हल ही वाढलेली जास्त झालेली दिसते आपल्याला, आणि दॅट इज द अगेन्स्ट द ग्रॅव्हिटी, म्हणजे ग्रॅव्हिटीच्या अपोजिट डायरेक्शनला त्याचे ग्रोथ झालेली दिसते आहे. Hence, the weight of the liquid column must be equal and opposite to the component of force due to surface tension at the point of contact. The length of liquid in contact inside the capillary is the circumference twice pi r. बघा नीट लक्षात घ्या. The length of liquid in contact inside the capillary is the circumference twice pi r. Here we have considered also r is the radius of capillary tube, h is the height of the liquid level in the tube, t is the h कशाची height आहे, capillary tube मधल्या liquid level ची height है ना. t is the surface tension of liquid, rho is the density of liquid and g is acceleration due to gravity. Then the force of magnitude ft acts tangentially on unit length of liquid surface which is in contact with wall of capillary tube, that is shown in the figure, and that given, that is ft is equals to t into twice pi r. This force can be resolved into two components, that ft force can be resolved into two components, that is ft cos theta and ft sin theta. ft cos theta is vertically down upward component and ft sin theta is along horizontal. Vertical component is effective, horizontal component is not responsible for capillary rise, है ना, कारण आपण व्हर्टिकली ती ग्लास ट्यूब हेल्ड केलेली आहे लिक्विडमध्ये, आणि लिक्विडची लेव्हल जी आहे ती व्हर्टिकली अपवर्ड किंवा डाऊनवर्ड होते. त्याच्यामुळे हॉरिझॉन्टल कंपोनंट जो आहे दॅट इज नॉट सो इफेक्टिव्ह है ना. That's why here only we have considered about the vertical component. Vertical component of force acting in liquid column, that is FTV is equals to force per unit length into circumference, that is T into cos theta into twice pi r. Upward force balance the weight of the liquid in capillary, that is W is equals to mg is equals to V rho g is equals to pi r square into h rho g. V is the volume of liquid rise in the tube, है ना, and m is the mass of liquid in the capillary rise. This must be equal and opposite to the vertical component of the force due to surface tension. If that liquid in meniscus is neglected, then for equilibrium, that is twice pi r t cos theta is equals to pi r square h rho g. And we have getting finally that h is equals to 2t cos theta upon r rho g. This is the required expression for rise or fall of liquid in capillary tube. Students, this is the required expression for rise or fall of liquid in capillary tube, you know. Also one thing is remember here, that from equation 1 here we have concluded that h is inversely proportional to r, you know. From equation number we can say that h is inversely proportional to r, h is inversely proportional to rho, and h is directly proportional to t. For pure water, also second thing is remember here, that is for pure water theta is equals to 0 degree and cos 0 is equals to 1. In this case we have getting that equation h is equals to twice t by r g, because density of water is also 1 and theta is equals to 1. That's why from equation 1 we are getting that h is equals to twice t upon r g, cos theta and rho is equal to 1 in this equation for pure water. In capillary tube experiment, some liquid rises within the curved surface of liquid. Its volume is neglected. If the small volume of liquid in the meniscus is taken into account, then H is replaced by H plus R by 3. In this case, surface tension T is equals to R rho g upon 2 cos theta into H plus R by 3. So students, in this in this lecture, we have discussed here expression for rise of fall or fall of liquid in capillary tube using force method, and this is very important question for board examination, you know, that all notes write down in your notebook. Okay, thank you.